right, so I've had this little contraption, the citrus juicer attachment for the KUVINGS Auto 10s, but I had a 30% off coupon code, so I was like, why not? I would say just the feel of this, honestly, it doesn't feel all that nice or like super high quality. Just the weight of it and like the quality of the plastic. I don't know how well this comes across on camera. It's like, I think this will last for a couple years, maybe like 3 to 4 limited use. I definitely don't think, like if you're someone who juices a whole lot of citrus and you drink like a whole lot of orange juice, or you want to juice orange juice for your family, I don't know how long this will actually last. So yeah, this will be my first time using it. The appliance that I have that I would compare the quality of the plastic to the most, here's my Auto 10, need to reassemble it, but would be like this little Cuisinart. To me, I call this like my play food processor, right? It's something that someone probably would have in like their first apartment, dorm room, something like that. It works pretty well, you know what I mean? But it's thinner plastic. All the components are just kind of cheap. That's the same feeling that I get from the components of this. I think the bowl is definitely nicer and more sturdy than pieces like this. The actual juicing attachment, the head on this is pretty large, so I'm interested to see what it does with smaller things like lemons, limes, key limes, stuff like that. But I would say it looks like a perfect size to me for like a grapefruit. I have more oranges, but I only have 6, and I have a couple lemons and limes to look at that too. Very simple and intuitive to figure out how to put it on. Okay, it's getting a lot of juice out of it. And I put the orange on. But it's doing a pretty good job of like this little spout kind of to catch it. As far as the feeling on my hands, I'm not super sensitive to stuff like that. It doesn't feel painful or there's a lot of resistance. I don't think this is something that I would give this job to, you know, a child to do in the kitchen, though. I think anyone that has weakness in their hands or something, arthritis, this might feel a little uncomfortable. I'm also thinking about too, like the oranges that I have, they don't have the thickest skin on them. I think these are navel oranges, if I remember correctly. You just have to like rotate it a little bit to kind of get everything out of there. So this is how the oranges look after. Like not completely depleted, but it did a pretty good job. I mean, for what it is, I get it. I'm still in the learning curve with this too, as far as how to exactly use it to get the biggest yield. Well, juice just flew everywhere. But it does seem like there is maybe a significant amount of potential juice left behind. But even with, you know, any other tool that I have in the kitchen, you're not gonna get everything, right? So I guess this is a good alternative to do it a little bit faster. Honestly, for juicing oranges or citrus, I probably might just like make them in the juicer for real, rather than wrangling with this tool. It's kind of cool, it's not bad, but man, if you don't really hold it down on here, I feel like it will just fly. So you do need to be able to apply some pressure to this. Get it to the sides here. So this is, we're like 3 oranges in. Yeah, I feel it in my wrist. So you definitely have to apply a bit of pressure here to get the juice out. I definitely do feel this in my wrist. I went ahead and switched hands. Yeah, I think if you were doing like a huge quantity of oranges, let's say you're making breakfast for like 4 people or something, and you wanted to fresh squeeze orange juice, yes, this is better than doing it by hand. But I would probably in the future just put the oranges straight into my Auto 10. Juice is definitely flying everywhere. There's juice on the wall, on the cabinet, on me. As far as how the yield looks to me, it doesn't look particularly like it's a lot more than what it would be just tossing these guys into the juicer. And it is pretty messy. Oh shit. Okay. Gotta apply some pressure, but not too much pressure. These were not the juiciest oranges, so I think that this is extracting a lot more juice than I would have gotten, again, trying to do this manually. So yeah, this is one of those tools, unfortunately, that probably I'm not gonna pull out a lot. There's like a little pulp ball that's swirling around the juicer. And some pulp has collected here as well. Everything does feel, I mean, like it feels inexpensive, but it feels sturdy enough, I guess. And I'm sure, you know, it's probably made of some sort of high quality, super scientific type of plastic, right? But we'll go ahead and have some orange juice. Yay. Oh, the smell is nice. That was unexpected. So I think this mug is like 10 ounces. So I got about from 6 oranges, and it's not quite up to the lip. So it's filled up to about here. It's like one of those, like I'm gonna, you know, I'm sure I'm missing some, but just getting in the general area. So it's kind of messy. It's kind of messy. It's kind of loud. That's good. I gotta say, anything with the KUVINGS Auto 10, all of the juices just taste really crisp and fresh and good, and I love that for KUVINGS. As far as the juicer attachment, just my honest opinion, my 2 cents on it. I'd love to hear if anyone else has it, or you have tips for me. Of course, it was my first time using it, so you know, if I got it all wrong, let me know.